cranked up for the semifinal collision. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. Let's start from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking to throw. It's Van Buren. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out.
He's in the clear. The 30. Past the 20. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So getting nothing in first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Wideouts now clustered. Back to throw. It's Finley. Grab down the middle. It's Glass. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability, great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
They're going to run it. Has the first down and more. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And
going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Takes the toss, testing the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
The shotgun running play call. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
To the air, it's Finley. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
He knocks it through with confidence.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
And the back now goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. The pocket breaking down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. 1st down. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Snags a quick throw. Tackle made after a big gain. It'll be 1st and goal at the 7. And the Tigers line it up with 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush closing in. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies and provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Back to pass. It's Finley. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Play fake, looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
Quick throw to the left. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. Here's the second down play. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
As the first down is still going. Rollers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. The Florida offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Defense is coming after him. Going to try to use his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Back to throw. It's Finley. Fires it on the move. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. The Gators will look to convert here on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And the Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They finally stop him, and now before he gets to the 16-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Gators pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Bringing pressure. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Targeting a man right near the goal line.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. They'll try to punch it in again. 3rd and goal for 1. Press coverage now from the secondary. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Dropping back, it's Finley. Makes a quick catch. And he gets in for the 2 points, making this a 10-point game. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
1 down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Send the back in motion. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught in the flat by the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to pull it down and run.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Second down play coming up. Design quarterback run. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that one. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Quick throw to the left. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
There's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Direct snap. And he's going to get swarmed. The defense all over that Wildcat look. Didn't work at all. Timeout is called. A duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and line for 25. Back to pass. It's Finley. Pressure is coming. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Swarm by the pass rush. A sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play.
That's the third sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He could go. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to begin the second half. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. Looking to pass, it's Finley. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The Gators will come to the line to run the hurry up. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
What a catch! And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He gets loose. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Finley. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh. gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the mark. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. On first down, it's play action. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Incompletion makes it second down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Got the first down and still motoring.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tigers. Now, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Kurt.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job and taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a receiver. Running out of time in the pocket. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. The Gators will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. And he'll set up to throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game. They've
got him in the backfield, nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss. Well, They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
Breaks into the clear. At the 30 now. They can't stop him. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on the wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front. Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today, and he's not done yet.
Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. This will call incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
That is broken up and incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. He'll ride the back again here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. The Florida offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking to throw it on first down. The receiver makes the catch. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. The Gators come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. A new set of downs after that completion.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
They look to throw it here on second down. Catch is made down the middle. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35. And the Gators pick up enough for a first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for a man deep down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10.
Here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a come.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Florida.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. Offense heads back out onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Loses the ball behind the line. The defense has it, off and running. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway.
Incredible job here by this defense to create this turnover. It looked like this game was over, but now with this turnover, they got a chance to get back in the game.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Pounding away with the run game. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point you're going to start putting those into play?
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense is
looking for the end zone, has a lane. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone. Well, the defense wasn't able to keep these guys out of the end zone for that touchdown, but a good job of bouncing back with a short memory and making that stop and keeping that 2-point conversion out.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Any hopes success of staying alive in a playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quick. He's looking deep down the middle. Caught inside the red zone and still running. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Warner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Give it to the back again. He tests the middle to get stopped. That run goes nowhere.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Try and muscle for the first down. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance that.
Tremendous toughness here. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up to score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100. And when you're behind, you just want it to end.
And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a man down the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for his back. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't. and this could wrap up the ball game.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. It's a shotgun run call. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. And the timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Can he get there on the ground? They get him down, and that's how this game will end. Pocket 0-0. it.